Hello, and welcome to a little more different video than usual. I'm Ryan, and today it's going to be a different video. I'm going to be explaining what I plan to do for the Free Kick Podcast YouTube channel and off topic as well. Thank you for everyone that tunes in to Rampant Red Devils and listens to our live streams when we go live on Mondays. You know, it's an absolute genuine pleasure to be a part of the podcast, and thank you to everyone that listens to us. We really do appreciate it. But now it's time for me to talk about what I plan to do for the podcast. Let's get into it. So obviously I've got some major stuff planned for the podcast. Obviously from next season I will be restarting my Rampant Red Devil series. So obviously when the transfer window is done, I will analyse Man United's transfer business, and as usual when the Premier League season starts, I will be, recording my analysis of each Man United game as they come and go. Obviously that will continue to happen, which is great, and I look forward to sharing that with you. Furthermore, I am starting a new series as well for the Free Kick Podcast YouTube channel. It's called Before They Were Famous. Now, as some of you are well aware, I am a Cheltenham fan through and through, as well as Man United. And watching Cheltenham, I've seen a few fair players come and go, playing for different EFL clubs, etc. But I've seen players at Whaddon Road that have gone on to be successful. So Before They Were Famous series is basically me analysing a player that I watched at Cheltenham before they went on to do bigger and better things. A prime example of that is obviously Ollie Watkins. Obviously, I watched Ollie Watkins whilst he was at Exeter. I saw him play when he was part of that Exeter side that almost got promoted. And then he moved on, obviously went on to Brentford, became part of one of the Championship's most feared front threes of the BMW last season, of Brian Mbeumo, Benrahma and Watkins at Brentford. And then obviously this season he moved to Aston Villa for £30 million and has led life well in the Premier League and scored on his England debut as well. So that's just an example of players that I will be looking at in my new series Before They Were Famous. And obviously we will continue to, I'll let Jack and Nathan describe in their own videos what they plan to do for the channel. But obviously me supporting Cheltenham and Man United gives me an advantage because I can cover a wide range of topics. I'd also like to announce that I plan to start my own Cheltenham Town YouTube channel in the summer as well. So whilst I'll be doing stuff for the podcast here, I will be making my own videos for Cheltenham season. Why I've decided to do this? Well, I've always thought about, I never thought I'd do YouTube, but obviously doing the podcast stuff is actually really fun. And I thought, why not make my own YouTube channel? So I'm going to be doing that whilst I'm doing my stuff with the podcast. That's not going to affect anything that I do with the podcast. I'm still going to dedicate my time and energy to both my own Cheltenham channel, but also my stuff that I do with the podcast. That's not going to be interfered at all. So I look forward to doing that as well. And finally, I'll go over briefly, we've got stuff planned for the podcast. Obviously the Euros are coming up, so we will be, going live during England games. We'll be doing our own match analysis, the England squad announcement we'll make a video on. We've got a lot of stuff planned for this podcast, and we're only going to grow and grow. Obviously the aim at the moment is to get to 50 subscribers, so make sure to hit that subscribe button on the podcast channel and follow our socials. Also follow our individual socials. Links will be in the description, but we'll hope to try and put more podcast stuff out there. Obviously for myself, I'm continuing to write articles for Hull Seville. I might write articles for Gloucestershire Echo for Cheltenham next season. I'm going to be very busy and fully stretched, as well as trying to do the work for third year. So I'm going to be very busy next term. So obviously drop a like, comment down below, subscribe. We aim to be the best podcast at Sonnet University. If not, we already are. So just make sure to subscribe, because we dedicate the content that we produce to our fans that watch us. I mean, it's not many at the moment, but as the more stuff we get out, we hope to exponentially grow to the point where we're doing our stuff. Obviously, we now use Haps, where we go on live stream. It's a very good app that allows us to produce live content. But yeah, apart from all that, that's all I have to say, really. I mean, we're going to be continuing to upload podcast videos throughout the summer and the Euro tournaments. Obviously, transfer window season is on soon, so that'll be my favourite. That's my favourite time of the footballing season, when transfer windows open. So obviously, yeah, thank you very much for watching our content. It makes us feel proud when we know that we've got people commenting on our videos, liking our work, sharing it round. Let's try and get to 50 subscribers first and foremost. The more fans we have, the better. So just make sure to subscribe, and I shall be back very soon. Goodbye.